For today's fucking video, which is the first of many I will upload, which will be stupid probably, but I'm still gonna do it because I think it's worth it. Also, I'm going to go crazy if I don't do something with my time outside of work. There was a wise man that said something along the lines of, if you're a guy, you'll never know the joy of giving birth. Which in my book is fortunate, but because of that, since we can never create life, we've got to create things on our own, which is art, basically, which is essentially, in this case, garbage from my past that I'll be talking about. Well, it's not garbage. I shouldn't deprecate or self-deprecate. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's just restart everything. Okay, so fitting. All right. This is the first video game that I really can remember playing or being self-aware of, even. I feel like the first thing that a kid gets when they're young is what sort of, sets them on the path, on the course. This isn't working. Anyway, as I was saying, it really puts you on the path. So if you were a kid and you got a football and that's the first thing your parents really gave you to play with, maybe you're going to be on the path to become a football player. Doesn't always guarantee that per se, but I guess it's what happened with me. I mean, maybe that's just my excuse for being a man-child that still plays video games. But anyhow, this was really it. This was my crack cocaine. This ruined my entire life, basically, this game right here. When it was over, I didn't have much of a chance after. Remember the secret where you can hide behind the goddamn white little block thing and drop behind the screen, and then, which puts me on the whole game facts era, which I'll talk about in a bit, since that's tied to this. That's a whole. So, Super Mario Brothers 3, I kind of skipped the first two, never really played them as a child. I, of course, played them, 13, 9? I don't, we'll get to that. I don't fucking remember the order of things. It's not important. So, basically, I need to get to the point. If your dad gives you a fucking football when you're a kid, you might be the next Tom Brady, God forbid. Or you might get a video game console as a kid, as I did, and you'll exactly. So what's my point here? This was a really fucking good game. It left a really big impression on me as a kid, and I want to argue that it is one of the best games ever made. I'm going to do that for pretty much everything that made an impact on me, because for me it may as well have been the best game ever made, or one of them, which is gonna be like my 9 by 3 by 3, whatever Next stage, do you want to watch stuff? So I've got jalapeno poppers in the oven. Also gotta check on those puppies in a second. No, I don't have ADHD. We're gonna cut that out also. So what was I saying? Look at this. You don't realize as a kid how much of a fucking fever dream this shit is. Look at this shit. You have a board, just the design. It's already it's like a game for people that have never played video games before, which is precisely what this was when it was released in. I'm gonna have to check that. God. Jesus, let me pull it up on my phone. Super Mario Brothers 3. Let's actually see. I'm gonna do a Wikipedia blurb for each thing I do. I'm not prepared because this is my first video and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You don't care about all of that. Bros 3. Got it. Just hang on. I'm googling. Searching it. I'm searching it now. Googling it right now. I need to chill out. So, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System (NES). Parentheses close. It was released for home consoles in Japan on October 23rd, 1988, in North America on February 12th, 1990, and in Europe on August 29th, 1991. It was developed by Nintendo Entertainment Analysis and Development, led by Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka. 俺は日本語を話せるけど、アクセントがあるね。I can actually speak Japanese, but that's not relevant. So anyway, yeah, the early 90s, which is really when I was born and when I was fortunate enough to come about. Because for a lot of the younger generation, which it's scary that you guys don't know of a world before the internet, before all of this shit happened, when a game like this was mind-blowing at the time. I mean, yeah, you can kind of imagine it like we imagined the 80s. But anyway, Jesus fucking hell. I'm just like playing this to have something going on in the background. I'm not actually trying to beat the game. I don't know why I'm bothering. Anyway. So fuck, this is actually pissing me off. I'm at least gonna beat 1-1. The first stage, maybe if I just do the fucking time warp thing with the fucking whatchamacallit, the flute and the hidden secret, and you can basically beat the game in 1 minute, and I should just do that, because this shouldn't be a video that goes on for too fucking long about things that you don't care about. What was I saying? I have jalapeno poppers. Oh, right, it's a really well-made game for the 90s. That was it. It's a game for people that did not know what a video game was. Look at the fucking map here. It's like a board game. People were familiar with those. We knew what board games were, and the slidey games, and the slideshows, and the card games, and things like that. But people were still unsure of what the hell a video game was. At least that was my perception for me as a very young child. So this was just like, for a kid, getting exposed to this stuff before it was commonplace was probably basically giving me DMT or something. Like, it's like giving a kid the pipe, saying, here you go, have fun, welcome to Mushroom Kingdom. Shit's fucked here, but you're gonna have the time of your life. Which I did. It left such an impression on me. It just like jumped my imagination into overdrive, like fucking castles with Koopas and Bowser, and you didn't even know what the hell was going on as a kid. Like, I thought this was like a glowing disco ball. Like, what the hell was this stuff? Like, it's a glowing red, like, fire flowers and lava, and like there was no explanation. You just went right into it, and you kind of had to fill in the gaps for yourself. Like the fucking raccoon suit, the tanuki suit, the skeletal. Is there ever an explanation for why they're trying to kill you as soon as you walk into the castle? Like, as a kid, you question all of these things about the games that, of course, as an adult, you just, of course, the web devs, the game designers had to do this, the coders had to do that, the budget was this, etc. But as a kid, you don't think about that. You think about the magic. And that's where I'm going to go next. They're good. Yeah, so, like, as a kid, this was real. This was real shit. Like, this battle right here, jalapeno poppers. But, like, this was, like, a huge deal. Like, this guy was trying to kill you. Like, if you died, like, it was like, oh my god, like, he's trying to hurt me. What's going on here? Stop. I don't know. It's just like, the game was my first Mario game, I guess, which would be magical for most people, I would hope. Same with a lot of the name brands that are still sticking around today, still kicking, because they're good. They're good IPs. God, those are good jalapeno poppers. No, I love Super Mario Bros. 3. Ironically, it's the third best-selling NES game of all time, sold 17 million copies around the globe. And I think it also played a large part in a lot of people's childhoods, at least for people of my generation, which is scary to say. No. Next level. So let's talk about the magic here. Like, look, it's like a snow level. This is also what really got me into the seasons. I think in addition to just Santa Claus and the presents coming around, which I did come to associate with new video games each year. God, look, it's like you're going underground, but underground is space. Like, imagine that in the young mind of a child. How do you even wrap your head around like a piranha plant that's trying to shoot flames out of its mouth? Like, unless you smoke a lot of weed, fire and plants don't normally mix. And for Japan, that's actually something I want to bring up as someone that has actually lived there for 3 years, which I can maybe bring up later in videos. Anyhow, mushrooms used to be legal over there, and that explains a whole lot about everything going on here. But as a kid, you don't know that. Yeah, if someone had to make a bet, Japan is a very special country. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say that drugs were involved. But anyway, I would have dreams as a child about Super Mario Brothers 3, like the underwater space, like being trapped underground. There was even a storybook about Super Mario Brothers 3 that I read as a kid, and I'll actually fucking find pictures of that and put them up here right now. Did anyone else have to read a fucking book about Super Mario Brothers 3 as a kid and then play the book? Like, I swear that set me up for the entire consumer mentality, right? You read the book first, then you see the movie, then you play the game, and that's the cycle, and it continues because you see the book and you've got the ideas about how the characters are in your head, and you want to see the action scenes play out live and crap like that. And it's cool to read about something and then see it, and then it's cool to see something and then you go and do it. Yeah, I thought I sounded pretty smart for a second back there. What do you think? You can comment and subscribe. Don't actually do it. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not expecting this channel to go anywhere, but